Hey guys, welcome to the latest edition of the Muir Reflection. John from the John Muir Show here. And we got word earlier this week that there is an event that is going to be taking place this weekend in Atlanta, Georgia. It's an event that's being put on by the National Football League, and the league has invited all 32 of the NFL's teams to send someone to Atlanta so they can see a workout of former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick. And as last word, we were hearing that more than a dozen teams planned to attend. Now, Kaepernick has not been in the NFL for a few years now, and he's been complaining about it nonstop. Of course, the last time we saw Colin Kaepernick in the NFL, he was making most of his news off of the field. It wasn't his play on the field that was generating the buzz. Rather, it was that Kaepernick, before the game would start, during the playing of the national anthem, would sit on the bench or kneel or do something to protest the national anthem of the United States. It was incredibly disrespectful to this country, to its flag, and to all of its troops. And sadly, what Kaepernick did ended up catching on. I mean, there was a point in the 2017 season where you had, roughly 70% of NFL players doing the same thing, protesting during the national anthem. Fortunately, that's gone for the most part. If there's any of it going on these days, it's just isolated cases. You don't have this widespread movement in the NFL of players going and disrespecting the United States, its flag, and its troops. But Kaepernick's been complaining ever since about there's this colluded effort by all these NFL teams to keep me down because I'm protesting racial injustice. I'm a social justice warrior, and that's why they don't like me. All right, Colin. There are a couple of reasons why it is that you are being kept off NFL rosters here over the past couple of years. One of them is, you have brought this all upon yourself. Signing you would be a PR nightmare for any NFL team, because it doesn't matter how good that team might be doing on the field. All anyone in the media is going to talk about is Colin kneeling or is he standing? What's going to happen with Kaepernick during the national anthem? I mean, can you blame any NFL team for not wanting that circus? No, of course, you want the media, you want people to be focusing on what you're doing on the field, the positive things that are happening. You don't want it all to be about, is some ingrate who's on the roster kneeling or standing during the playing of the anthem when it's clear everyone should be standing. I mean, you can't blame teams for not wanting that. And the other reason that Colin Kaepernick isn't on an NFL roster right now is because look at his performance on the field. It's not great. If you look at the last 2 years that Colin Kaepernick was in the NFL, he was completing less than 60% of his passes. He had a QBR of under 50. His record as a quarterback in the games he played was a combined 3-16. It wasn't going great on the field for Colin Kaepernick either. Look, there's good reason. There's multiple good reasons, as I just noted, why it is that Colin Kaepernick doesn't get a job. If he ends up getting a job out of this stunt that's going on down in Georgia this weekend, hey, it's not one that's deserved. And whatever headache comes to the team that signs him, and whatever poor play that team gets from Colin Kaepernick, hey, they're bringing it on themselves. Advice to all 32 NFL teams, it's not worth it. All of the hassle, just so you can look like you're woke and make some sort of a statement. Show this guy that being a crappy quarterback and being a crappy American, it doesn't go unpunished. And that's all the time that we have for today and for this week. John Muir Show each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. on WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.